What's up, everyone? Matt Father here with another potentially exciting backyard baseball game as we continue into round 2 of the Consolation tournament. And our files are set up. It looks like we're just starting the season, so playing as the away team once again. Won the first round of Consolation tournaments. And we're taking on the Pirates, who also won their first game. Let's get some of this stuff turned off. And yeah, it should be everything before starting the game. Both of our home fields during the season was Playground Commons. And that was randomly selected as our field for this game as well. Do need to do a little bit of defensive rearranging. I think that's what I was trying to go with. Leading off with Jane, Kathy batting second, Wayne batting third, Mark, Jessica, Cindy, Uma, Barbara, Nancy. It's been our offensive lineup here recently, at least, and it's been working most of the time. It's not perfect, but has some upsides and some downsides to alternatives, but anyway, I think that's what we're going to run with. Pirates have a pretty solid team all around. Kay is a very scary catcher behind the plate. If we hit the ball above Pablo's head at shortstop, Maynard is terrifying at third base. Molly has a killer arm at second, but is slow. Raytran, solid pitcher. Raytron, whatever you want to say his name. And a pretty solid outfield too. Really solid all-around team for these Pirates. Just gotta see what we can do. Try to get lucky with some of the ways their defense interacts and their somewhat lack of real pitching depth, but never know how it's gonna work. We gotta actually score the first 5 or so runs before that matters anyways, but see how things go. Looking forward to it. Leading off with Jane Davis, of course, on our end. And yeah, I'm just gonna power swing and swing, I think, way too early at that one. Yeah, still pretty early on that one. Chopped it foul down the first baseline. Tempting to switch to did switch to line drive. That stays fair. It does. Excellent. Poor throw from the Sean Green clone out and right, but a good follow-up throw. So Jane will end up standing on second base with a stand-up double. And bring up Kathy Wolf batting second for us. There's some temptation to try like a line drive swing with Wing Quan up next, but I think I just want to try to take an easy base hit if I can get it. As we go to 1-2 in the count here with Kathy. No outs in the inning, and Jane Davis on second. And that one almost cut far enough inside to catch the strike zone, but stayed just inside for ball 2, and that one is very low for ball 3. Full count for Kathy. And she whiffs. Thought that was going to come closer to the middle of the zone, but looked like I needed to actually be in closed stance and probably time it better to have a really good chance at actually hitting the ball. So strikeout from Ray. And that brings up Wing with still Jane on second. 1 out in the inning now. It's that one pretty well placed. I think that might have just been a hit, no matter if we had had a runner on second or not. So nice job picking up a single there for Wing and giving us 2 runners on for Mark McGuire here. Take the first pitch just inside for ball 1. Alright, looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. Maybe should have stayed squared. And Mark crushes the slow-mo. Foul! Ugh. So close. That's annoying. Thought I timed it pretty perfectly, but that's going to be a strikeout. Ooh, it does miss just barely low. Mark another chance here. Yeah, had to swing at that. It was actually a strike, but man, inches away from a 3-run home run and just starting off strong this inning, but instead we strike out for our second time. Pretty rare for us. Got some tough pitches to hit from Ray so far. He misses way outside and way above the strike zone with his first pitch to Jessica Wassersauce. Try to tee off on a slow-mo once again, but foul it back, Jessica. Probably tiring Ray out a good bit with all those. Solid hit by Jessica, but we're in a weird situation now with Cindy up and bases loaded. So this is probably going to be painful and probably going to result in an out somewhere, but maybe we can work a walk or just hit it where they ain't. Start off with 2 straight balls. It's a good way to start it. It's all speed on the base paths at the very least. Yeah. There was a strike and I was pretty sure it was outside. Well, towards the outside part, but I was trying to pull it anyways. A fair ball? Yes. Okay. Well, that stinks, but I had to try to make contact. She did make contact, but right on the mound. Or right on the home plate, not the mound. So we load the bases, but can't do anything with it thanks to a couple strikeouts from Ray. That's probably going to be a single. Yeah. Nice location there from Maynard, and Mark was not smart enough to just stay on the bag. So pretty easy single for him. Brings up Pablo. I am scared. Pablo hits hard out towards Wing and right. Wing stops it, but not make a play anywhere. So back-to-back singles for the Pirates to start things off is not what we were going for. Ugh. Barbara bobbles that little weak ground ball. You get Pablo at second, but it takes Kathy too long to make the throw over at first. So runners on the corners and 1 out for Molly May. Stupid pitcher thing that I forgot about as I'm chunking the ball to first. Ugh. Thought we had a double play set up, and I just wasn't thinking. Probably could have got Maynard at home even. I hate playing defense. Oh well. Run given up. 2 outs, and Molly May is on second base. Frustrating way to give up a run to the AI early, but get out of there without further damage on a little trickler back to Nancy. Frustrating to be leading off an inning with Uma as well. maybe my lineup construction isn't as good as I was hoping. Ray does catch the inside, very inside part of the strike zone with the slow-mo for strike one to Uma. Gets a nice pitch to hit, but just grounds it, and it is fielded capably enough by Pablo. The sneak past Ray, faster runner, probably could have beaten it out there, but it's not what we were trying to do with Uma. But I got a better pitch to drive than I actually did. But Barbara Jones at the plate and watches the first two go by for balls. Looks like ball three as well. Don't mind just taking this pitch wherever it is. I think it might be a ball anyways. Yep. 4-pitch walk for Barbara. Trying to right our ship in terms of our walk to strikeout ratio. Which we only walked, or only struck out a few more times than we walked all season. So I'd like to carry that over into our postseason here. Also like for Nancy to get on base with Jane coming up next. Nancy hits it well as Vaughn is going to let it bounce off of her, and so we're going to pick up a single, I guess. Kind of mostly just an error, but we will take that and hope for some nice contact from Jane here with 2 runners on. Yeah, that was the pitch we wanted, but Jane fouls back that hook on the outside part of the plate, and gets a tough pitch, catches the high and inside corner for strike 2. Not get to be very selective now. I think that's a ball though. Whew. Not by much. 1-2 to count. Nice job, Jane. That's going out, right? Pretty sure. Alright, 3-run home run. Somewhat making up for our struggles last inning and giving the Orioles a 2-run lead here in the top of the second. And try to get at least one of Kathy and Wing on base for Mr. Mark McGuire. Jane clears the bases. Kathy takes the first pitch for a ball. That one was a ball too. Whoops. Just trying to get lucky and pull it, but that one looked like a good pitch to actually pull, but he fouls it back. It's now down 1-2 in the count. Kathy makes some weak contact, but with a little bit of clicking is fast enough to beat a throw from Ray and reach base safely. Wing was just trying to get lucky, and he's pushing it as a lefty. At least that one was in the strike zone. And then he watches one go by around his feet for ball 1. That's me strike, but really don't want to be pulling it to first base if I can help it. And it wasn't a great hit, but it was in the right spot for nobody to really be able to field it. And get a little lucky and we'll take it. So 2 runners on from Mark McGuire now. As Ray is Getting pretty worn out, I think, and this is badly inside. Maybe a little low with that first pitch hook. Mark does not get all of that one. Infield fly is called. Dang it. His best hit. Best hit was the one off the slow-mo that went just foul. What could have been? Jessica ripped it, but foul. Need a pretty good swing from her here to try to move some of these runners along. Oh, we get it. A line drive from Jessica, and that is out down the left field line. Not a whole lot of homers from her this season, but she has come up pretty big in some big spots. It gives us a 6-1 lead on a 6-run second inning here. That's going to force a pitching change, so we have Ray Tran out in center field, Rosanna Phelps on the mound. And throws a nasty hook that catches the bottom part of the strike zone. We'll be trying to take advantage of Ray out in center one of these innings, but it will not be while Cindy's at the plate. Cindy does beat out that little hit for a single, though. Jillian came all the way in to field it. Gunned it to Rosanna, but not in time to make the play. So, runner on first, and Uma back up once again in this inning with 2 outs now. Get our first out of the inning. Rosanna misses high with the first pitch. Just barely catches the bottom part of the strike zone with the second pitch. And threw a pretty good pitch to hit there, but Uma is just going to pop it up to Maynard. He makes the catch. Yeah, that looked like a chance for another home run, honestly. But not to be right there. But do put up 6 on the board, and top of the second. And Jillian leads off with a seeing eye single that skips past Kathy at second, unfortunately. Wing did not have quite enough juice on his arm to make a throw at first. Almost, though. And we make a good throw to second on a poorly conceived steal attempt by Jillian, so we get the out anyways. Dimitri has been a little off on his timing on a couple slow balls. It's down 0-2 in the count. It's that ball hard. Trying to have Jane actually lock onto the ball and not clicking on the right spots. So instead it gets past her in center and Dimitri gets a double that didn't need to happen. As I've mentioned, I hate playing defense. Barbara's not going to get there. Jane does cut it off. Gets it into Barbara. And we're going to get Ray going to second, but Dimitri is safe at third with Rosanna at the plate. Hopefully a good chance to get out of this inning with no damage. So Rosanna whiffs pretty badly at the first pitch. That's that one. On the ground towards Uma at third. Makes a throw across the diamond. And we do get out of there with no actual runs allowed, but giving up 6 hits already. Barbara Jones leading things off for us. And she drills it back up the middle. Pablo can get over there kind of to make a play, but with a little sprinting and with where it was placed, we do get Barbara safely to first for a leadoff single here at the top of the third. Ooh, Nancy got Pretty fat pitch to hit, but fouls it back behind home plate. Does hit that ball pretty hard towards right. And everyone's safe. Did bounce off the ground, so no actual error there, but maybe if Yvonne had made the play really nicely, she would have gotten the out at first, but not in that case. As Jane, unfortunately, falls victim to an infield fly. Good pitch to hit, but not meant to be that time. So we're going to try for like a line drive with Kathy. Goes out towards Pablo at shortstop. He cannot make the catch. Okay, that was terrible. Get doubled up at third and second thanks to Pablo and Maynard. So, we're going to have Wing leading off next inning. And we have to contend with the possibility of a power-up here. Hopefully we get Maynard on a bunt attempt to lead off the inning. But we have not been doing well at keeping Pirates off the bases in this one. So I expect they will have a chance to use their power-up at some point. Not on that one though. Nice catch by Cindy out in left field. So 2 quick outs from Maynard and Pablo as Kay comes up to bat. It's a pop-up to Jane, who also makes the catch out in center field. Maybe you shouldn't be that excited about those things, but never really know. So 1-2-3 inning for once. Chance to probably just completely forget that I let them get a power-up and have it come back to bite me later. But we can put up some more runs here in the top of the 4th. Still leading 6-1. Wing has not taken the bat off her shoulders yet, but is ahead in the count, 2-1 so far. Got the pitch he was looking for there, and should have no problem beating it out for a single. Nicely placed ground ball that I don't know why Pablo is playing so far back, honestly, but I'll take it. And give Mark McGuire another shot with at least 8 runner on base. As Rosanna starts off with a very low but catching the strike zone slow ball that I had basically no interest in. That wasn't quite what I wanted either. Mark hits pop up into shallow left. That is flubbed by Pablo. And, well, that kind of worked out. I didn't really mean to get Mark out at first, but they made a quick relay. I guess it was Molly at second. Yeah. As Jessica rips one down the left field line. It's going to be a stand-up double, no real chance to move Wing over to try to score Wing, I should say. But Jessica going all the way to second there is pretty nice, and leaves the base open for Cindy to try to do something. 1 for 2 today so far. Jessica's hit the ball pretty well so far today. Get kind of lucky to get Cindy on, but it's always the case. Couple foul balls. Gives her a 1 and 2 count now. And I'm going to switch to a grounder swing to try to make contact. Does indeed make contact. Stays alive in the at-bat. Prefer fair ball contact. I think that's high. Not by much, but gotta risk it sometimes. Thought that was low, and it was. So full count now. A little lucky. Staying alive with another foul ball. That was the 7th pitch of the at-bat. And Cindy earns a walk. Nice job. Bases loaded for Uma. All 9 speeds on base, I believe. So even if it's not a home run, a drive to the outfield would be nice. And that whiff hit a pretty nice on the corner hook, and that one's going to go too far out. So 1-on-1 for Uma, bases loaded, 1 out in the inning. And that was not a great pitch to hit anyways. Uma fouls it back. Go to 1 and 2, and we're going to switch to a line drive swing and take a pitch well above the strike zone. Uma does well to foul another pitch off, stay alive. I think that's a ball, yep. Works to a full count. Got decent hitters behind her, so walk is not terrible, and that's what we got. So RBI walk from Uma. Yep, Barbara Jones. Still bases loaded. No longer all fast runners on base. There's probably going to be a clog there at some point. As the Pirates get the force out at home, but then Kay launches it above Maynard's head at third. Already at safe at third, Cindy. And that gives us time to get Cindy home. So we'll take our run there. Fortunately up to 2 outs in the inning now. Nancy Chin at the plate to watches a couple low pitches go by for 2 balls. So 2-0 the count. Quickly goes to 3-0. We are 100% not swinging at this pitch. Uma is at second. Barbara is at first, and Jane is in the on deck circle. If we can get back to her. Nancy is, after 3 straight balls, is now taking 2 strikes from Rosanna, so full count. Does well to foul the ball off. With full count, I can full count, 2 outs. I can send our runners. Nancy hits that ball super well, but foul down the third baseline. Could have been her, I think, first home run of the season. Strike. Dang it. Well, we were close to breaking that one open. I wasn't ready for the pitch, honestly, and didn't get around on it. Such is the way of things. So only 2 runs, despite some solid hits and some luck. But we'll be back at the very top of our order for the top of the 5th. Can avoid giving up any runs here. That would be swell. Molly May pulled one pretty hard towards the left, but it was very foul. And he's continuing to foul pitches off. Does finally make contact, but not particularly good contact. And Jessica is able to come out and field it and make the play at first. Agent Carter here. Takes first pitch slow ball on the low inside corner for a strike, and then swings at the next pitch in pretty much the same spot as both Wing and Kathy try to field it, but neither of them do successfully. And that does put a runner on for the Pirates here. And so we'll see if they decide to use their power-up. Looks like the answer immediately is no. And get a double play of our own. Not that we can do anything with it, but glad to clear the bases and get out of the inning. Shane Davis up as expected. Whiffs at a first pitch hook on the outer part of the plate. Which was a low pitch go by for a ball. So 1-1 for Jane. Rosanna still on the mound, getting up there in pitch count, and it's been pretty wild for quite a while here. But they're seeing what they can get out of her. Not really had a chance to take advantage of Ray out in center. Switching to line drive, Jane with 2 strikes on her. It's the ball hard, and it is going to get down out there in center. With a tired Ray being the one to go field it. Pretty easy stand-up double for Jane. Brings up Kathy Wolf. Only 1 for 3 so far today. Think about a lot of games like that with her, but she's still batting .647 on the season, so can't have been that terrible. But feels a little frustrating to play with sometimes. Takes the first 2 pitches for balls. 2-0. Jane on second. Kathy hits that ground ball as more of a line drive, pretty much right at Pablo, but he cannot make the play, and I think even a clean play there would have been tough to beat Kathy at first. So single there, go to 2 for 4 on the day, and bring up Wing Quan, who it's a pretty nice pitch to hit down the middle of the strike zone, but fouls it back. Another pitch just outside for ball 1. Gets that one to pretty good spots, and everyone is safe. Nice job, Wing. 4 for 4 today. The question is, can Mark McGuire make the Pirates pay here? First pitch way below the strike zone for a ball. Second pitch catches the low and inside corner, but did not want to swing at it, so I did not. Third pitch is a strike, just barely on the edge of the bottom strike zone. That one is just barely low. Nothing to hit so far, unfortunately. And that was the pitch. Fouls it back though. Still 2-2 for Mark. That was the pitch again, and I think he got enough of that one. Alright, grand slam, Mark McGuire. Took us a few tries, but kept putting runners on base, and eventually it's going to make him pay. That one didn't go that far. Just really high moonshot is kind of his tendency with his ratings anyways. Whew, alright, feels pretty good. And we now have pretty good opening out in center and right field with Ron Carter coming on the pitch. Tired Rosanna out in right. And Probably still a little bit tired wing in center. High pop up to shallow center is probably not what we wanted, but maybe Pablo will drop it. Nope. Just goes retired for the first out. Popped that one up a bit more than we wanted. It was higher in the strike zone than I probably should have been swinging at. Nasty hook from Vaughn there. Catches inside part of the strike zone on Cindy. It's that one foul barely. Quickly falls behind 0-2. Fouls off pitch on the outside part of the plate to stay alive. That'll be a good one to actually put in play though. That's a good hit. And she's safe. Jillian was not on the bag at first. I thought for sure Cindy was out there, but enough sprinting and just enough of an awkward spot with the ball to reach safely. Got greedy on that pitch. It was too high for Uma. So we whiff. That was a nasty pitch from Uman. Uma quickly behind 0-2. Fouls off pitch. May have been off the plate even, but stays alive regardless. And hits that one hard into left center. It's caught by Dimitri. Nice catch, Dimitri. No real chance to advance Cindy there. Thought it might sneak into the gap of left center, but one remaining original outfielder out there did well. Did well. Barbara Jones up. That's it. Similar location. Bounces off of Ray. That could be trouble for this Pirates team, and it is. We got lucky, but I'll take it. Looks like it's going to be an RBI triple for Barbara. Ball does skip around Maynard, but would not have been able to get Barbara home there. So, lucky 13th run for us here in the top of the 5th. Nancy Chin at the plate. Try to make it more than that. Fouls off the first pitch behind home plate. It's the second pitch. Not quite straight to the right, but way out of fair territory, and hopefully far enough foul that nobody was going to get there to catch it. Takes one pitch for a ball to work it to a 1-2 count. Skies a pitch foul behind home plate. Hanging in there against Devon here. Nice nasty pitch from Devon. Does catch the strike zone on that hook. And Orioles go down in the 5th. Not before scoring 5 runs though. Not a bad showing at all. And still one more chance as the away team. Starfielder Dimitri now at the plate. He had a lucky double his first time up. Good eye from him there to take that pitch and go to a 1-1 count. That one should be barely a strike. 1-2. That one's going to go inside. Pecking at the corners, trying to not allow any base runners. It's actually our first strikeouts of the game. Had some really big strikeout outings from Nancy lately. Get some more juice, which is pretty nice. Don't think anyone needs it currently. No. Haven't had a whole lot of close plays where I've needed to be sprinting or sliding or anything, occasionally. Comebacker to Nancy off of the bat of Ray, and she retires him for the second out. Rosanna up, 2 outs and nobody on base. Should be a good opportunity to just get out of the inning here, but I don't know. 0-2. Got bat, and another slow ball. Pops it up to Jessica. Low enough pop up that the catcher can actually, well, catch the ball. So the side is retired. Gene Davis leading off for us. Takes first pitch for a ball. Second pitch, but low in the strike zone. Just barely catches it. 1-1 count, and that's going to be a strike. Yeah, Pond's hooks are very hooky. Switch a line drive here. 1-2 count. Janine does well just to foul that off. I had no idea what part of the strike zone that hook was going to finish in. Fouls off another hook. Just trying to stay alive here. Which does, in fact, miss high. I was nervous, but take that. 2-2 now. Pitch is definitely high. Full count for Jane. Jane conks that one out to right center for what should be another double. And no real chance to go to third or anything, but solid contact from her. Runner on second for Kathy Wolf. Kathy takes first pitch, pretty high in the strike zone, but definite strike. Second pitch, right about on the plate, very low, below the strike zone. 1-1. That's gonna hook too much. Go to 2-1. No outs in the inning. Gene on second still. Kathy got a pretty good pitch to hit and does the thing. Ground ball gets by Pablo. No chance of play. No real chance to advance Jane either, unfortunately. It's alright. Got Wing Quan up. Whiffs at a first pitch hook. Just trying to swing early and pull it from this closed stance, but it's alright. Takes second pitch above the strike zone to go to a 1-1 count. Spitball from Yvonne. Misses way outside though. And grounds that one. It's not going to get by Julian at first. Thought it was, but she made a nice dive. She's pretty tall, of course. Julian, right? Yeah. It was Burnett's on this version. I think I was thinking it was Sexton at first, but no matter. Spitball from Yvonne. It's pretty obviously going to be a strike, but nothing I want to swing at with Mark McGuire here. Ooh, that pitch misses just inside, thankfully. Still gives us 2 strikes to work with. And that pitch also misses inside. Mark. Just 1 for 4, but the 1 was a grand slam home run. So, somewhat made up for some earlier struggles. That one he did not get all of. Deep pop up to center field. Ray's going to make the catch. We're going to send Jane in to score. Kathy's going to stop at third. So, sac fly from Mark. That's our first run of this top of the sixth. Jessica whiffs at a hook. And watches the pitch go by well above the strike zone. Go to 1-1. Jessica hits the ball hard on the ground. And we do get Kathy home on an infield RBI single. Cindy Chang up to bat. 2 for 3 so far today. And a walk, I believe. Fouls off the first pitch. She does a lot of that. Takes second pitch low for a ball. So 2 outs, 1-1 the count. Cindy at the bat. And Jessica on first. That ball. Not quite in time to get Cindy there. Nice placement on her hit once again. Molly covered well from second base and made the strong throw to Jillian at first. So we're just going to have, I said yes, pretty happy with 15. I felt like we could have done better, but that's how it always goes. We put runners on base for our best batters, and sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't. So, nothing to sneeze at, but we'll see how our opponent, Mr. Question Monkey, did for his side of the game. Pablo hits a towering ball out to center. He is not going to line up well with it. We almost get Pablo as he tries to stretch it into a double. But we do not. So 1 out in the inning. Runner on second for Kay O'Toole. They do still have a power up. And they just can't do a whole lot about. I'm just throwing hooks for the rest of this, I think. Gonna make it a little less likely for them to actually make contact. That hook would have been nasty if it had caught the strike zone, but alas. That one does, though. Second strikeout for Nancy. And Pirates down to their final out. It is Molly May at the plate. So could be worse. Oof. Molly was ready for that hook. Turned on it, but pulled it foul down the third baseline. Watches a nasty hook on the outside part of the plate go by. And fouls one off to stay alive. And pops it up. Hopefully playable for Barbara. Yes. Good job, Barbara. Makes the catch. Gets us out of there. No further damage. And we've got a 15-1 victory on our side of things, of course. And, well, we'll see how that does against our opponent's score. But no job, Orioles. Mark and Uma both struggled for us. Jessica hit well. Jean hit pretty well. Some solid doubles. We couldn't clear the bases as much as I wanted us to, but a couple big swings when we really needed it, and put up a pretty good run total. Alright, thanks for tuning in, everyone. That's it from me today.